EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live second round coverage of the Charity Invitational.
Uh-oh.
He needs a break right here. That one is headed OB. Look out. NASA, we have a splashdown. So this will be the third shot after taking a drop with the ball going in the water.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Drop a shot now.
Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That was well done, and now a very short putt to get out of here with a bogey.
Well, it could be a lot worse, that's for sure. 5 minutes ago.
Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, it still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
Frank, they call this second hole Black Rock. They also call it the most heavily bunkered hole on the entire course. What do you have to do to stay away from them?
Well, it plays in the same direction as the...
Let's see what she's got here. She is loading up for the big one.
That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah, that's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA.
Pull it back now.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good looking birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take... So a bogey on the first, but a good bounce back here. Frank, looking at the third, what are the sort of key decisions that you have to make?
There's two bunkers down the left. They're not really the issue. They're burned. That's about 285 yards. This is not a hole where you just take the driver out and swing away. Just something that stays up short of that's just going to leave you a short iron in.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, I'm thinking back to 1989 in the Open Championship. That was sort of our first chance to see the new playoff format at the Open.
That's right, Rich. In 1985, they decided to have a 4-hole playoff, and that had been changed too. In 1964, they went from a 36-hole playoff to an 18-hole playoff, and the reason why, my fellow countryman Bob Charles won in a 36-hole playoff in 1963. They realized 36 was too much. I think 4 holes right now is just perfect.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par. Even par, currently.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. And we pick up action at the fourth. Even par through the early portion of this second round. Frank, not a bad spot.
Yeah, you know, sort of rocking on ready, sitting on go. That's what it looks like right now.
Wow, I mean, she absolutely annihilated that tee ball. Excellent position, just a huge shot. Now the second shot to the par 5. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive. Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
These putts keep the round together. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. On to the 5th hole now, Frank, and this is really where the old course starts to test the golfers. It's just over 200 yards. You happy with a par 3 here?
You are. This is one of the toughest shots, certainly on the outward 9. Now, there's 4 bunkers of this par 3. You don't really worry about the one that's short left, but the one just on the front right of the green is the biggest concern. You've either got to go around it or carry it.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll. Well, we'll never know if that had gone in, because it never made it.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Did the job right there. Frank, it's all about the difficult rough off the right-hand side of the green here at the hole they call the slopes.
Yeah, 600 plus yards par 5, so really you don't want to be flirting with that right side.
Pretty good swing right there.
It was. I just love the turn there. Nice full back swing, didn't sort of rush. All the energy at the right point, which was impact. It's a very good golf swing.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
What a shot. Almost in. Frank, this is just an absolute bludgeoning right now. An eagle, and the lead widens.
Come on.
Moving inland now, Frank, the par 4 7th hole. Do you even think about carrying those bunkers on the right?
Not really, Rich. You're trying to work that ball off the left side, because if you get caught up on the hills there on the right, then all of a sudden you can start making 5s, 6s, and all sorts of weird and wonderful numbers. That's an absolute beauty.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Now on the green, has about 10 feet left there to save par. Shouldn't be a problem here. Drops for a par. Now the 8th hole, and if the wind permits, you can take some extra club, sort of get it up in the air and land it softly on the green. I guess the last thing you want is to come in hot and roll it off this postage stamp green.
Well, you really don't want that ball going right either. Those 2 bunkers down the right side, they're the deepest ones, and they must be avoided.
She is putting the full arsenal of her skill set on display this afternoon. Beautiful shot. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Ready to go here at the 9th at Royal Troon Golf Club. 423 yards. What are you looking to do with this one, Frank?
Well, it's another one that's a dogleg left. It's called the Monk, actually, because it faces the village of Monktown. 1 bunker on the left, 285 yards to carry that. But it's not that you're trying to carry it. It's you're trying to cut the ball off that.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, how impressive is this performance so far?
you've got to tip your hat. Really, just played good from the first hole on. Rhythm is good. Hit a lot of good shots. Very smart decision making as well. It's a big green. Just managed to get it smack bang in the middle of it.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Frank, that looked good to me.
Well, you can see the golfer is just boiling right now after that miss. And a drop shot here at the 9th.
Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, it still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
Rich Slaughter alongside Frank Nobilo, getting set for the back 9 here at historic Royal Troon. What's the 10th hole all about, Frank?
It's called Sandhills, and that's for a reason. Blind tee shot, especially from the championship tees, where you hit it over the sandhills. Ideally, you want to hit the ball about 280, 290 yards.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one. Frank, here at the 11th hole, what's the best line to take?
Got to take it over the middle of that gorse on the left side, so it doesn't look too inviting, but that's where the fairway is.
This one is definitely heading left. Looks like it is going to end up in the rough. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Wow, really off the mark. Missed the green here. Third shot, looking for a good one. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
Back here at the 12th, and this is a hole that heads back towards the water. You might not see your tee shot land over the ridge in the middle of the fairway here, Frank, so what's the best strategy?
Well, it's called the fox, and you have to be cunning like a fox here. This one has a slight bend to the right, and a little like the previous hole, this is another fairway that certainly requires your best tee shot.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. On the green, and a chance for birdie. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Frank beginning to head towards home. This is the 13th of par 4.
Another dogleg right. Problem isn't really the tee shot here, even though there's undulations and mounds all over the fairway. Second shot's played uphill to an elevated green.
Couldn't ask for too much better here. Has a shot of about 135 yards. Strong wind here early in the round. Safely aboard, about 25 feet from the hole. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Good par. On the tee here at 14, it's another par 3, Frank.
You don't get caught looking at the front of the green. That's where it's at its most narrow. Ideally, something that pitches just into the top of that mound. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Continuing to putt with confidence. At the 15th, this par 4 is over 480 yards.
The key here really is the 3 bunkers. 2 on the left, 1 on...
Let's see what she's got here. She is loading up for the big one.
Whoa, that is long.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Sitting up in the fairway now, 180 yards away. No problems there. Really good approach shot. Now, good look at birdie.
She's an awkward length.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course. That was a tricky one, but it's in.
Now the lone par 5 on the back 9, the 16th, and while you might be thinking birdie here, you may want to think again. What are the options off the tee, Frank?
Well, really, there's only one option, and that's keep it short of that burn, which is 280 yards. So that makes that 540 yards play that much longer. I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. She is putting the full arsenal of her skill set on display this afternoon. Beautiful shot. Shouldn't be a problem here. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Final par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 17th. And what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss this green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if your tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
Birdie try up next. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Like Ben Crenshaw right there, just so smooth.
That played before.
Frank, at the 1989 Open Championship, Greg Norman was in great position in that playoff with Mark Calcavecchi and I believe it was Wayne Grady. What happened to Norman?
Well, he started off tremendous in the playoff. The playoff was 1, 2, 17, and 18. He birdied the first and the second hole. Missed the 17th green just on the left. Took 3 from the edge, which allowed Calcavecchi and Wayne Grady back in. Then took driver up off 18. It bounced just 1 hop too far and found that bunker on the right side. And of course, the rest was history, and Mark Calcavecchi was crowned the Open champion.
Great white sharks so often so unlucky at major championships. Frank, obviously here at 18, you do not want to be long.
Yeah, err on the side of caution here. You're exactly right. You'd rather be 30 feet short of this flag than 30 feet over the back of this green, because it might just be out of bounds.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
Looks like he just misread that.
Man,
He just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
trying to get out of here without too many bumps.
The lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see